UFC Paris took place last night, and unfortunately, I didn't have much of a time to cover that up, and I like I had to do a recap right now. I'm still not feeling well. Unfortunately, my health is pretty much fucked up. I've been very, very sick the last few days, but I didn't wanna miss the event because you know what I am, you know who I am. I'm a guy who brawls, I'm a guy who fights, and I'm a guy who will never surrender. So imagine I would be a man out of my word if I missed this event. So please don't take this personally, but I really, really did everything I could to stay until the end of the event, and I'm grateful. I'm very, very grateful to everyone who supported me, who stayed with me on that route. But let's analyze the fight right now. First of all, we were expecting miracles. Odds Gun was the favorite. It was a heavyweight time, and Gun was trying to give country fans something to cheer about in a big way. Standing across from him was Serghei Spivak, a veritable polar bear that has developed into a serious contender. In this classic striker versus grappler contest, anything could happen, and Gun's mission was to keep this fight on the feet. Mark Goddard was the referee. The respect is ample as the big men bumped their fists together. The fight got underway. Spivak was moving right to the center of the cage. Gunn was keeping his hands low, circling around him. Gunn was landing jabs, body kicks, and even was switching stances, pulling out with leg kicks. Gunn was sniping with a jab, deep in for a looping right hand that was sliding past Spivak's shoulders, but Gunn hand fights when Spivak got close. He was jabbing the midsection. Spivak was attempting a takedown, but Gunn was able to shake him off. And then Gunn saw that Spivak is actually very much vulnerable to body shots, and he started investing more into body shots, into body work, and Gunn was pushing both of hands off the backs of Spivak. He had to stop its tracks, and Gunn was picking away with front kicks to the body and jabs. Spivak was already not having a great timing here. Biting down on his mouthpiece, Spivak closed the distance and tagged Gunn with the right hand. That was the only strike that landed on the end of Serghei Spivak. Spivak was trying to sell out a charge and takedown, but Gunn expertly sprawled, allowing Spivak to stand back up, kneed him square in the liver. Gunn was targeting all areas with impunity, and both men snapped the other's head back with power jabs. Gunn was working the body, went up top when places opened up. He was changing levels nicely, continuing to do work, evading a few looping strikes. A jab made Spivak blink it out repeatedly. The continued jab started to create damage on Spivak's face, and his nose started to bleed. His chipping leg kicks were having an impact as well. Gunn was digging two hands to the body, ducking the overhand right counter with the knees, and he styled on Spivak with distant strikes. His range is such that Spivak cannot touch him back. Gunn doubled up on a jab, pushed out right hand, chained a high kick that slapped into the guard, and Spivak lumbered forward. Gunn decided the round while scoring three jabs and the right hand to conclude the one-sided round one, and this was a clean round one in the end of Gunn. And Spivak just didn't do much to improve his position, and he really, really didn't do a good job. Spivak was having a hard time here, definitely. And then the heavyweight touch gloves at the beginning of the second, Gunn instantly entered cruising altitude with frustrating leg kicks, jabs, and other distance keeping strikes. He was fighting long range. Spivak nearly caught one low kick, crushed the pocket with an overhand right. Gunn parried it and the side without allowing the takedown to materialize. Gunn confidently stayed seemingly right in front of his opponent, landing shots to anywhere he sees fit. Spivak was tough, but not offering much back effectively. Gunn was deep into the side. Spivak timed a clean left hook, and Gunn responded by putting some pop into his shots, made Spivak shell up momentarily to protect from further harm, and Spivak was starting to get better at this point. Spivak was tough, but he was not offering much back effectively. Gunn was deep into his side. Spivak timed a clean left hook. And also, the Frenchman was springing back and forth, ducking right hook, jabbing to the body with his toes outstretched. And Gunn strength punches up top, then the few to the body. He stepped up with the knee to the bread basket for good measure, and Gane kept working on body brilliantly, stepped forward with a vertical elbow and the right hand to follow it. And he started utilizing his multi skills. Gane was landing shins to the liver. He was leaning back right as Spivak was trying to counter him. Gane was just performing a masterpiece, and he found the right hand, right on the target without timing on it. Spivak reeled and bounced off the fencing. Gane blasted the body again and again. One knee banded the Moldovan fighter over the pain. Spivak kinda recovered, but he was getting picked apart, was offering nothing back. Gane laid onto him with punishing fists. Spivak landed over, and a few blows bounced to the back of his head. Gane kept right on clubbing him without any concern of reprisal, and the strikes didn't stop coming from Gane. He was punching Spivak, unloading big punches and hammer fists, tomahawk arcing fists, anything else. Goddard was watching closely. He warned Spivak on many occasions to fire back, but Spivak's balance nearly betrayed him. And before Spivak hit the ground in defeat, Goddard leapt in between the two to seize the dominant beating courtesy of the Frenchman. Gane was smiling, and the crowd erupted in celebration of his triumph. The others from earlier, French combatants, almost performed impressively. Only one loss for France. It was Jacqueline Cavalcanti. She was one and only loss for France. She defeated Zara Fernando Santos, and of course Yanis Gemuri versus William Gomis. But six emerged victorious, and it was a great day for France. Ciryl Gane literally destroyed his opponent, taught him a lesson nicely, and from what I've seen, Ciryl Gane showed a master plan, a masterpiece of plan, a masterpiece of fighting action, and I really have a feeling that Ciryl Gane did an impressive job. Now I'm going to tell you a few reasons why I believe Ciryl Gane did an impressive job. First of all, Ciryl Gane didn't let Serghei Spivak take him down. Also, Ciryl Gane was doing a great job by not letting Serghei Spivak fight close range. So, what I have to say, Serghei Spivak was pretty much in a problem because he was unable to drag the fight to the ground, and he was unable to play mind games with Ciryl Gane. He was expecting something from the Jones fight, and that something from the Jones fight was a takedown, and that takedown didn't come to fruition. That takedown was stuffed every single time Spivak tried. A takedown was stuffed, and I just have to say this was clear one-sided ass whooping where Ciryl Gane was swinging the hammer. I just think Gane is going to get another shot at the title. I believe he should get another shot to the title, and I'm really hoping that Ciryl Gane is definitively going to emerge victorious in the next fight. I hope he is going to come with a master plan, again with a masterpiece of plan, and I'm hoping we are going to see some more action on the end of Ciryl Gane. The guy is not washed yet. I mean, just ignore the facts. He is not washed yet, and he might have a bright future here. I think Gane should fight for the heavyweight title again.